Hey everybody, so I thought I would do just a quick middle of the week update just because I feel like my 22-week vlog on Monday will be way too long if I don't do kind of a midweek update, because I had my midwife's appointment today and I wanted to share with you guys this, which is my Mutterpass. This is my mother's pass in English, and you know, I got all of my stuff in there, like all my records basically is what it is. It's just a place to, you know, keep all the blood work that got done together, and you basically just bring this with you every time you go to an appointment. And because I'm seeing both a midwife and a doctor, I like to keep this with me because I go back and forth. So yeah. Another thing I want to talk about really quickly is just kind of the difference between seeing a midwife and a doctor. For me, I really like my doctor. I just prefer to keep it a little bit shorter with her just because she's a lot more technical than my midwife, and we don't really share a lot of the same viewpoints all the time in terms of like birth and things like that. But it doesn't really matter because doctors here are not the ones who deliver babies, it's midwives. So it doesn't really matter what kind of relationship I have with this doctor now for birth. So yeah, I just prefer to talk to my midwife about those kinds of things. And you know, I just prefer seeing a midwife in general. They pretty much do the same thing that doctors do. They check your urine, your blood pressure every time you come in there. If you're a low risk pregnancy, I think it's perfectly fine to see a midwife if that's what you want to do. So, yep, I had my appointment today, and what we did was we checked my urine, which I was worried about only because I've been peeing so much. But it's fine. Like, there's no problems. I haven't had any burning sensation or anything, so I guess it's kind of obvious that I didn't have an infection. It's just like been peeing so much. It's just like, well, not really I've been peeing so much. I just feel like I have to pee all the time and there's just pressure. And she told me it's just normal, you know, it'll go away after pregnancy, which I'm really looking forward to, you know, getting my bladder back, I guess, even though the bladder I had before was kind of crappy. But you know, it'll still be better than what's going on right now. So yeah, so we checked that and everything's good. No sugar, no protein, and no bacteria. Then we checked my blood pressure, which was really good. And it was just a really good appointment where we talked about, I had a lot of questions for her, which I'll go over right now. So if you guys haven't seen my video on how I wish to give birth and where I plan on giving birth, I'll put a link in the description box and you guys should go have a look at that if you haven't seen it already. But there was a couple things that they talked about that I wasn't really sure about what the deal is. But apparently they offer to people when they come in the hospital to like this drink that makes you poop, basically, so that your bowels are all empty and, you know, you're just ready to push out a baby and only a baby, basically. And I was talking to her about that, and yeah, I don't really know what my decision is on if I want to take that or not. Let me know if you guys have had it. We also talked about vaginal exams, like before I go into labor and also during labor. And I know this is kind of like far away in the future, but you know, I really don't want to be checked all that much. I think that it's unnecessary and it doesn't really tell you anything anyways. We talked a little bit about her services because she is a midwife, but she does not do births. She did say if she happens to have the time that she will, like if I call her, she will come and you know, be there for the birth and kind of as an emotional support. And she also said that, you know, that I can call her and just tell her anytime if I think I need to go to the hospital, or, you know, ask her questions or whatever or anything like that. But mainly her services, she's going to be for after the birth, and she is available to me for 8 weeks, pretty much whenever I want her. She will help me with breastfeeding. She will do my vaginal checks like every once in a while to make sure I'm healing, like if I got stitches or, you know, just if I'm bleeding too much or, you know, all those kinds of things. She's going to, you know, help cook, clean, whatever I want her to do, basically, which is pretty awesome. I'm also seeing her every month just to kind of do a checkup. All right, and then the last part I wanted to talk about the appointment was kind of the exciting parts. So I did hear the baby's heartbeat today, but first she wanted to go ahead and just check to see where my uterus was, and also she wanted to kind of see if maybe we could find what position the baby's in, or if she could feel the baby. And she said it's kind of early to be able to do that. So as for my uterus is quite a bit above my belly button now, and she did actually feel legs, and she said she thinks the baby is head down. So I mean, that doesn't really matter right now because the baby is constantly changing positions in there. I feel it moving and changing where its feet are all the time. But she said that she said that she could definitely feel like parts in there, which I thought was so cool. And I'm just like, how does she feel that? But I mean, she was pressing kind of like on the harder side. I don't usually press that hard. So yeah, and then we listened to the heartbeat, which was beating at 140 beats per minute this time. And last time it was 150, this time it was 140. So that was just so sweet. It's just like the most amazing sound in the world. And it was just so cool because at the beginning, like, she basically knew where the best place would be because she could feel the baby like with the position. So she put the Doppler on. We basically heard the heartbeat like instantly, and it was really strong. And then the baby started moving away from the Doppler, and then at one point I could hear my heartbeat, and then I heard the baby's heartbeat, and I heard our heartbeats together, and it was just so cool. I mean, it was just like kind of this like, it's just so amazing, you know, like there's like 2 heartbeats in one body. It was just so cool, and it was just kind of nice to hear that. So yeah, I didn't film it because I didn't bring my camera because I didn't think we would, you know, do that today. But yeah, so I heard the heartbeats. Yeah, I think that's pretty much how the appointment went. Overall, it was really good. I'm really looking forward to Friday. I can't wait to see my baby. I hope everything's okay. It was kind of nice having my midwife's appointment today just because it kind of eases my mind, and you know, so far everything seems to be going okay. It just helps keep me, you know, like confident that things are going to continue to go well. So, you know, just wish me luck, and I will definitely see you guys for Friday's vlog. Bye!